remember either.
Well,
All
you
right.
got a 9.8.
Yeah,
So
I do have a 9.8.
yes.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Nearing Nirvana. So instead of our typical long story short episode, we're going to be doing Buried Treasure. So if you don't know what that is, this is an old comic book food chain segment that we used to have. And basically, we're going around digging into our collection and showing you 10 different items each of stuff that we've collected over the years and that we're excited to show off to you. Some are, I'm sure, as you can probably guess, like two of my books were on the thumbnail. Joe's like, I don't have 10 items. But yeah, before put your debit card by my side. That's funny. But yeah, these are just different items that I've that I'm gonna show off that I've collected over the years that I enjoy having. Some I paid way too much money for. Others I bought on the super cheap. So, but before we really get started, I want to thank our sponsors, uh, Cover Price. So make sure you're using the code Nirvana14 for a 1 month subscription for only 99 cents. I believe y'all are going to have a special guest tomorrow night with Matt DeVoe joining the show.
We are. I didn't hear about that on tomorrow night's show. Like,
Yep. Yeah, so
okay,
DeVoe's joining y'all show before he joins our show. And we've been inviting him like weekly. But I don't
okay,
understand. He's busy until San Diego is coming up and all that. So he has a lot of stuff lining up until
yeah,
then.
I can imagine. I mean, he's pretty important guy. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, don't think we didn't, and we want to thank our other sponsors, Bird City. So make sure you're using the code Nirvana, and you're signed up for. Use the code Nirvana for a 10% discount uh, on their website. Make sure you're signed up for their text line so you don't miss all those hot exclusive drops that they're dropping. And yeah, because I know they have quite a few things planned. Let's see.
Have you gone on their app, Aaron Bird Cities? Like
Um,
they
it
got a lot of good books on there right now, dude. Like,
Yeah, I don't have an Apple iPhone, so I
bro,
believe
you're
that.
missing out, bro.
Yeah, unless they've gotten that fixed now at this point. That way, I will go double check the Google store to see if they have the Bird City app on there.
Dude, they still have the World Tree #4, the collab with Hive, or
Oh
is that,
yeah,
dude, they still
yeah.
have some of these. I cannot believe it.
And that's the artist's first work.
Wow.
That's their first first published comic work cover. Um, we also did not forget about the giveaway, even though Mr. Longshort's not here. So we want to give a shout out to the Hall of Comics, to John, Jake, and Manoli. Sorry if I butchered that name. They have donated a slab to give away. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that out right off the bat. Let me get the screen ready. So I've built the names off of the comments from the last week's episode. So we'll shuffle up the names, and then you will contact Ben for the to claim the prize. And I will take a screenshot of the winner. All right. Good luck, everyone.
Is my name on there?
Yes.
For real? Okay, cool.
You know, people would throw tomatoes if one of us won.
Yeah.
Who's gonna land on? Oh, is it gonna reach to Paul?
Paul Holloway.
Ooh, congrats, Paul. Rigged. I believe because I was commenting to people's comments before, like right after I added their names to the list. I believe his comment was something like, "I really want to win this book." Actually, let's double check that. I'm also just delaying time so we can get more people into the stream, but that's okay if no one else joins us. It might be a really short show.
Oh, we can make it a long show.
We could make it a long show.
Yeah.
You and I have definitely been on podcasts.
Oh yeah,
together.
man. This is like old times. Remember what they used to do to us at Flipside? Everybody no call, no show and all that. You know, call in.
Oh, his comment was great show as always. Always a great test of my willpower, given how hard it is not to buy a copy of any of these books I can't find. But congrats. Oh, he's in the chat. So yeah, so make sure you hit up Longshort, and then once you do receive the book, you know, feel free to tag Nearing Nirvana into it and the Hall of Comics for a great giveaway. I also wanted to mention before we really get started, my band has just dropped a music video that I'm playing bass in. We're called State of Filth, and yep. So I'm just showing different highlights of it because you can't hear the audio. But I will put a link in the description. Actually, I'll put that in now.
Hey, scroll through it to where we can see you.
So you can see me?
Yeah, let's see if we can see you in there.
There's
Is that you? Where are you at?
In the top.
Oh yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, and then throughout the video you can't really see my face. Like that's me playing bass.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
Yeah. You can see my shoes. I'm wearing my Jaw ones. I was like, what's the most gangster thing I can wear, like in a music video? And man, I was like,
those have leveled up. They're like extremely gangster now.
Yeah, that's why I said that. So yeah, there's my bass in my hand. Does that count?
Yeah, man, it counts. You'd be a hand model, bro.
Yeah, be a hand model. Yeah. So I will put the link in the description if you want to check it out. I can stop sharing. I don't know if
so Josh hit me up. He's on his way.
Josh is on his way. Cool. Do
you know what? Let's do another giveaway, man. I want to give something away.
You want to do another giveaway? Do you want to do a giveaway during the throughout the show?
Well, let's see how many people are on right now.
We have 30 people on right now.
Let me see if I like any of these people. Hold
on. Joe's kidding. He loves you all.
Man, I love everybody, man.
I know you do.
You guys want me to do a giveaway? Say yes or no in the chat.
I'm getting that set up right now. Hey, you say you like me. They call me Bruce. You're always like supporting like everything on this channel.
Yeah, man. He's starting to become a pretty good presser, bro.
All right. We got a Cosmic One saying what's up. Paul Holloway saying yes. They call me Bruce. Says sure. What's up?
Okay.
Folks?
All right.
Okay.
Let me find something.
Okay. So all you have to do is participate in chat, and then we will get
give away a Watchmen Noir. And the only difference in this is just it's the Watchmen in black and white. It's not a different story. It's the iconic Alan Moore, David Gibbons,
classic
1 through 12. Beautiful, nice. Beautiful artwork. It takes I read through it. It's different.
Would you read it in black and white?
Yeah, and it feels different. I'm not saying it's better because the vibrant colors of
we
Just
got a
yeah,
celebrity
but
in the
it's
house.
different.
What's up, Mighty Mel V?
Hey, what's up, Mel? Giving this
Yeah,
book away, man. The
yep.
Watchmen Noir. Not a lot of people knew this hit in noir fashion, but yeah. So
Drop by on the check-in. Yeah, so I mean, I know you don't typically like watching pickup shows, so just to give you a warning, we're doing what we call buried treasure. So we went through I went through my collection and picked out like 10 different items that I want to show off.
I gotta get
So
something.
yeah.
I'll wait till Josh pops on so I can go get it.
Okay. Do you want me to go first or do you want to go
Uh
first?
let me see. Where's Josh? Because we need
Oh,
Josh.
Mel, do you want to jump on?
Yeah,
I'll
why don't
send
you
you a
jump
link.
on, Mel, just to be
Are you saying sign me up for the giveaway? Either or, like all
yeah,
you have
just
to do
jump
is
on for a little bit, Mel V. We miss you, man.
I'm going to send you the link, see if you can jump in or just say what's up, up to you. Boom.
Come and visit your boy Zartan, bro.
Tell me that Ghost Spider stopped playing. Oh, you're at work. Okay, never mind. But you guessed one of my items I was going to show off. But yeah, are you waiting for Josh before you jump on or show off items?
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
wait.
All right, I'll go
So,
ahead and yeah,
do you want to do a weekend review?
a weekend review.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll go ahead and just start the show, and then just show off different items I have.
All right, go.
All right. So this first item I'm showing is one of the early comic books I bought in my childhood, and then I got it signed by Stan Lee when I got back into comics.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so it's a Marvel Milestones edition.
That's
Signed by
nice.
Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had this as in my childhood. I read it so many times, like this was always like one of my Silver Age like holy grails. I do have a 2.0 X-Men 1.
Oh yeah.
But I thought this book was more important to me personally, and it was part of my childhood collection. When I got back into comics, got Stan Lee to sign it. This was like before I knew anything about CGC or anything like that. But I mean, like honestly, I probably wouldn't have graded it anyways, just because I knew it wouldn't hit like super high grades. I mean, you can see spine ticks on it and everything. So, but I definitely remember buying this and reading it like back and front, like cover to cover. That Stan Lee sticker is on the book. I was really hesitant about putting it on there because like who wants to physically put it on the sticker? But
yeah.
But so what, man?
Yeah. I mean, but definitely worth the wait. Like, cool to see Stan Lee. The person in front of me, they almost got. Actually, the person in front of me actually did get kicked out of line for taking pictures of Stan at the convention.
But Are you serious?
Yeah, because they told him like no cameras, and then like he wasn't listening. He was still like taking pictures. But like luckily they let his son stay in line and like get his like.
What did he have the full like Canon with a fucking big old light and
no?
Was it with the phone?
It was with a phone, and he was told. Lord. But he was told multiple times to stop taking pictures.
Really? Was there a disclaimer before you went to the show that
no,
they didn't want Stan Lee to?
There were signs like within the line, like saying like no photographs or don't take pictures of Stan, stuff like that.
Are you sure it was Stan Lee? Because if they didn't want to take pictures, could it have been like a body double?
Well, I think it's for the situation where they have photo opportunities that they don't want cheapskates to like skip out on that.
Man, I could get a picture of Stan Lee and put my face next to him and say, "Hey, man, this is us at the con in 1982."
All right, this next item, it's a sports card. Just to give you a heads up, so it's not all my items are comics tonight, but yeah. So I'll just go ahead and show it. It's a Will Fuller National Treasures rookie card out of 2, the Nike logo.
Hey, that's badass, dude. That's your neighbor, right?
Yeah, so he's my former neighbor. So that's kind of the reason why I bought it, because also, he's a wide receiver, former wide receiver for the Texans.
You should have had him sign on top of the acrylic, dude.
on top of his autograph already.
Yeah,
I mean,
double signed, bro.
it's already an RPA. I mean, I didn't have this before I got to know him. I bought it like way after, so it was cool to have him as a neighbor and to get to know him. I mean, I'm not a huge football fan, first off, so I thought it was just kind of amusing. Ooh, we got Tony joining us. What's going on, Tony?
Hey, Blue Green in the house, man.
What's going on? Well, my lighting really is bad here, but hey, what's happening?
We're doing buried treasure, so hopefully you have 10 items to show off.
I saw that and I heard the intro. I did grab some stuff. It's not like my 10 best treasures necessarily, but
I'm sure it's treasure though.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, recent treasures is good too, but yeah. Let's see. I bought this during COVID, so this is a TMNT number 3, 9.6, but also it's also a 9.4, so it's a double cover. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3.
Damn.
Yeah. So I sold my 9.6 signed by Eastman, and then I still wanted to have one in my collection, so I have this double cover. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever heard of a double cover on those. Is that
so?
Got to be rare.
I know one other person that has one. It's actually Nate. Nate has a double cover of this same book too as well. And I believe Nico had one too as well. The ongoing joke that we used to say was that I bought his copy from someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've had it for a while. So yeah.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, I always wanted to ask you on double covers because you are the pressing and grading expert. Wouldn't it be possible to, because I know I've heard of some pressers who can take out the staples if they're rusted and replace them. I know there's a way CGC can check that, or it's possible for them to catch that, but wouldn't it be possible to create a double cover? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Oh, like with people that married books and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's possible. Like for me, I don't even fuck with staples, man. Like
I wouldn't want to
because like number one, at the end of the day, like even if my client told me, hey, just pull the staples out, at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna do that with somebody else's book.
Right.
You know, it's just like I'm not gonna restore a book.
I'm not accusing you, Aaron, by the way.
No, yeah. I mean, I bought this as a slab from someone else. Anyways, I mean, so the label does say it's a Mirage Studios book from 1985, so it's not a reprint. This is probably like an error in production. So
yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, I know. So I was super stoked to have that. I think there are a few on the census. Or it's more easily seen on GPA. So like quite a few have sold like within the market. And then
I'm gonna fix my lighting here.
All right. Okay, here we go. So
look at that backdrop of Tony in the back, man. Isn't that
I know
cool?
he's got a full scenery background.
Yeah, man.
Got
a nice backdrop there, Tony.
All right. So we have a book that Joe pressed for me back in the day. I took it and got it triple signed as Something is Killing the Children number 8, the great DeCall cover. So it's signed by DeCall in the middle above the poodle, and then James Tynion and Del Ezra.
Isn't it a Shih Tzu?
A Shih Tzu, right?
Is it a Shih Tzu?
I don't know.
Or is it a poodle? Yeah, but I mean,
I always thought that was her hair, dude.
It is her hair. No, someone told me that it looks like a dog, and I can't.
It looks like an owl,
and so now I can't not see
it.
Yeah, you can't unsee it.
You thought I sold this? So I had 2 copies in my collection. So I had a blue label, and then I have a triple sign. So I had 2. I was one of those dirty flippers that had 2 because I bought in cheap on it. All right. Speaking of another ghost book, how about the Frozen 9/8?
Wow.
Yeah. Super stoked
Pretty-
on that. Yeah. I mean, any books that I have in CBCS cases, I intend to keep and hold. That's, I just want to protect it a little bit more. Know what the grade is, that kind of situation. Beautiful Frozen cover. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's much more you can say about it, right?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, hard to find. I mean, you see a few popping up on the market every so often. What else do I have here? Oh, Joe, you're gonna be jealous of this one. ASM 700, the 1 in 200.
Man,
Yeah,
Talking about that.
I
Yeah.
need that one, dude.
Dude, this was one of the books that took me forever to find.
Yeah.
And it's a 1 in 200. When I was getting back into comics, I was like kind of out of price from buying first appearances. So my whole thing was collecting death of characters. So this is a death of Peter Parker. I love the history of this too. That was like the original Steve Ditko cover for AF-15. Yeah.
It was kind of
So-
a dick move by Stan Lee, right?
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, you got a nice cover, but we're gonna go ahead and go with Kirby. Sorry, buddy.
Or this was the original Ditko cover, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were
So-
Ditko thought he was gonna he did the cover, and then Stan Lee at the last minute he trusted Kirby so much. Kirby was Kirby's
Ooh.
Kirby, so he wanted Kirby to knock out the cover.
They call me Bruce traded the sick number 8 or 7. I don't even remember what issue it is.
I heard
it's 8.
I heard Ben picked one up.
Yeah, I heard Ben had picked one up too. So yeah, I absolutely love this cover. And then I went ahead and upgraded to the NYCC Spider-Man label. That was like one of the first custom labels. It even says New York City on the back. So I thought
That's
it was
badass, dude.
Yeah, I thought it was just a cool piece of history. I mean, I know a lot of people get them signed and stuff like that. I remember when Stan Lee was doing signings, I could have bought one, and I just didn't want it signed and having to do all the gold label stuff with all that, or they didn't even give you the CGC option. But yeah, this next book is a commission piece. It was bought during COVID, and it was to help support LCS. So I bought this from Rob Liefeld.
Oh my god!
So it's a Star Wars and Deadpool cover. Deadpool with a lightsaber.
Damn.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. I've never seen that.
You've never seen this?
No, you never showed that to me, man. That's badass, dude.
See, I told you I have good buried treasure within my collection. So, so this was sold on Instagram. He did an auction. The first buyer backed out, and then he auctioned it again, and I ended up putting in the high bid to win it.
Good for you.
And then, there was someone within a different Facebook comic group that that worked closely with Liefeld, and I asked him, I was like, "Hey, can you be a witness signature to get get the slab to be a gold label and all that?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm actually meeting up with Liefeld within a week." So I was like, "Awesome." And then so I messaged Rob. I was like, "Hey, can you hold on to the book until so and so picks it up, because he's gonna submit it to CGC for me?" And he's like, "Okay, yeah, no problem. I am meeting up with him next week. That's no problem." So I bought this on actually May the 4th, but it's dated that it was done signed and sketched by Rob on June 5th of 2020. But I actually purchased it around May the 4th. So I thought it was funny, having two fandoms on one book. Yeah. All right, I got a couple more slabs and then one last book. And I'm glad Tony's here because, he helped me trade for this, my Modern Grail book. So everyone thinks that that's the book, but no, that's just a print. This is the actual slab. So
You're a piece of shit, Aaron.
I miss her.
I know, right? But don't worry, it's staying safe in my collection. So, yeah. This was always like one of those holy grail books for me. I know Mel popped in the chat earlier saying that quit playing around and sell him that book. I'm not gonna sell that book. And then we're on the Spider-Gwen theme, so you might as well throw out the Adam Hughes cover as well.
Nice.
So when I couldn't justify paying the price for this book, I saw that this book was like really low in price. I think I paid like $300 for a 9.8, and then I was like kind of like, well, this book's gonna go up eventually anyways, and I was like, this is a good placeholder until I can get one of these, but now I have both, and they're just staying in the PC. So, hey, that's not a bad FOMO book to buy, Liger. Part of collecting the story. Oh, thank you. And then the final piece I'm going to show off. This was my first OA piece to buy, and it's you see it probably pretty often every single day. This is a Peach Momoko cover. This was a Scott's Collectibles cover. Someone had posted online in one of the Something Is Killing the Children groups that this OA piece was going to be for sale, and just to message the Peach Momoko like Facebook page or Instagram or whatever, and then I asked the price on it, and it was something I could pull the trigger on, pay it all at once, but I was like, I asked her, I was like, I was like, hey, will you take 2 payments on this? Like, I'll pay half of it right now and let her half the following Friday, because I was just really waiting for my next paycheck. And then she was okay with that. And then it came in really fast. It's pretty cool. It comes with a COA where she signed it on the back. And then I just saved the shipping label that, the invoice that she had with it. So, yeah. So,
yeah, that's killer. Man.
Yeah. So, badass, So, first commission, or not commission, but OA, a book that's been published as a cover. One of the hottest artists at the time, still one of my favorite artists, like despite all the negativity towards around her. But watercolor is definitely a hard medium. If you've ever tried painting with that, if you haven't in a while, try painting something as good as this and let me know how it turns out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Alrighty. So those were my 10 buried treasure items.
I gotta grab a couple of things, and I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm gonna let Tony go ahead.
Then.
Hey,
Josh, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So, I, as you guys know, but maybe not a lot of other people, I've really been shifting from comics to magazines recently. I don't really know why. It's just more interesting. Maybe I'm kind of bored with the regular comic speculating and FOC and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking for magazines. It's kind of fun because there's like so many categories. Sports and Sports Illustrated are really, they're already very collectible, heavily graded. Playboy, maybe a little bit less so. Obviously, we've got the Nintendo and the video game magazines. Those are hot right now. But there's like 50 other categories, and everyone has its own fandom. So in all different categories, I'm just trying to look for different weird or cool things. I don't know. Some of these, right now, nothing's worth money at all. Really, very, very few is worth anything at all. But I just think they're kind of cool, and they're kind of fun to hunt down, like old VHS or something.
Yeah, so it's a good palate cleanser too to get into a different because if you collect comics all nonstop and stuff like that, it can be like almost like it can almost blur your vision of stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I got into sports cards a little bit. Or I mean, I guess I'm big into it now. But yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit like foreign comics. Like if you do have something that you're selling, you're probably the only one on eBay. You're not competing against 50 other people. So that's kind of nice too. So magazines. I'm starting with a kind of kooky one, but Golden Girls fandom. I mean, that's like I don't know. This is, obviously it's not like a first appearance or anything, but out of all the covers they had for TV Guide, that's probably the most iconic. They turned this one into posters and T-shirts, but finding them in decent grade.
It's a fire hip hop
interesting.
cover.
This one I stumbled on in a. Anybody know what this is?
Oh, I know what that is. That's a Star Wars Christmas special.
Yes, this is the only item. I mean, aside from I think you can get the. Did they put it on VHS? I don't know if they ever sold it, but there's no merchandise. There's no marketing materials. This is the only thing I've ever seen. This old Starlog with what's her name? Actually, the same.
B. Arthur, right?
Yeah, same from the Golden Girls.
Yeah, because that was like her first appearance in the Star Wars, and then you know what's great about the Christmas special? You get your first glimpse of Boba Fett as well in that.
Yeah, yeah. And I did scour the pages just to see if that little snippet made it into print. I couldn't find a print Boba. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But these aren't that hard to find. They are out there. I mean, people do look for Star Wars stuff. I think they're like $10, $15. But again, to get something in high grade, something that nobody gave a crap about for 30 years plus, that's the fun part of the hunt. So Josh and I have talked about this book. This is Animation Magazine #1. I think we may have even mentioned this on Long Story Short, but up there in the top right, we've got The Simpsons, and this was not when the regular series was out. This was back when they were just appearing on as a short on the Tracy Ullman show. I don't know. Trying to figure out a first in a magazine is really hard. There's so many publications out there. You might think something's a first, and then somebody digs something up later. So, you can't really use the same terminology as comic books, but that has definitely got to be one of the first print cover appearances of The Simpsons.
Yeah, I've never found anything else earlier than that yet.
Right, yeah.
Which one was that, Tony? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Animation Magazine. There's a lot of these that are actually on this website. They sell a lot of their own back issues. I think issues 1 through 4 are sold out. But aside from that, you can find there's a first appearance of Batman Beyond on a cover here. I think that one's sold out. That one sells for like 300 plus. There's a really cool early Darkwing Duck cover. There's a really early Spirited Away cover. There's some really, there's some fun ones to hunt down on that.
Ooh, I haven't watched Spirited Away in a while.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
This one, I think we did talk about this on Long Story Short recently. So we got electronic games. This was before before any Mario Brothers video game came out. This was back when he was just a character of Donkey Kong. I think Blip came out a week after this.
Oh, wow.
Some people will say Blip is like the first in comic book, because I think there was a little comic strip in that one. I don't know. If it's not a comic character, I don't know if first time they appeared in a comic book is
really a thing.
Important. But and again, I don't know if this is the first or not. There may be something earlier. But this is pretty damn early for considering Nintendo Power with with him on it sells for what in 9.8? Like 40K, something like that.
What, for Blip?
This was many years earlier, and you can probably find this for $20 somewhere.
What's up, Blind Adam?
In the sneaker category, this is a title that I'm a big fan of. This is Sneaker Freaker, is a publication out of Australia, actually. I've got 2 copies of issue number 1 off for grading. These are kind of mini size. They're just really cool little magazines. Obviously, this one has a MF Doom appearance on the front.
Oh, that's cool.
They're good at like comic. Like there's a holograph one. They do variant covers. They do. I don't know.
Well, I know you were sharing in a Discord the Yeezy picture where it's like a square shoe and something like that. Yeah, I totally took that image and like made it my like avatar or thumbnail pic for Discord. Because I moved the title Yeezy up so you could see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. This was another one that came recently. It's interesting to me. I know I'm older than a lot of y'all. And I was old enough to play Atari. Obviously, Atari came first, but Nintendo's the bigger
household name.
Yeah, it's a bigger name.
Mm-hmm. Have you heard that they're launching a new game for the Atari again?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that. Yeah,
I haven't heard that.
But
yeah, I don't remember exactly what game it is, but it's meant for the I don't remember the Atari console number, but it's meant for those Atari consoles. Was it like 2070 or something like that? Is that what it is?
Atari 2600.
2600. There you go.
2600 and 5200.
Yeah, I think it's for the 2600.
What year did that come out, Tony? Or did you already say?
These Atari age, this is 1983.
83.
I like this one just because it's a beautiful cover. I like that art for pole position. I've been trying to figure out why. Obviously Nintendo's a bigger name. I think Atari was a huge name with. I think the people who are of the Nintendo generation, not that I didn't play Nintendo, but maybe they're more into collectibles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As compared to the Atari people, even like graded games. There's some super rare graded Atari games that are older, but it's just they're not as relevant with the collectors. So, but I do think a lot of the grading and collectors is really spreading to other categories. So I'm picking up Atari stuff because it's damn cheap right now. So,
you know what you need to find for the Atari then? It's the ET game promotion cover.
Go digging.
There's I don't have it in front of me, but there's an ET cover for this Atari age.
Oh, that's awesome.
The game. Yeah, the game's super famous, but it's not that hard to find. I think maybe graded copies. I suppose.
They just uncovered the where they buried them all. So
right, yeah. I had that game as a kid. I didn't hate it as much as everybody else.
Oh, look at this. See, you're within the right crowd, audience. Brian still plays his Atari 2600, and now you can buy that new game that's coming out soon.
Yeah, I had a video game emulator for a while where you could go online and play any Atari, any old console, any arcade game, and the kids just loved. My kids are like 9 and 11, but there's just something about maybe it's because Minecraft and Roblox are so popular now, just like the old retro, low res games. They really connect with it. But so I have started getting some stuff graded. Joe might recognize some of these. We got Brandon Lee back when he passed away. again, maybe this is more my generation, but this was a big thing at the time.
Yeah, that was a big deal because
Yeah.
you felt like he was on the verge of being something great.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
the Crow.
Well,
I love the Crow.
Yeah.
I mean, but that also changed like how people do action sequences now too, right?
Right.
I mean, I guess we could technically say that, but I mean, accidents still happen nowadays, even if you're using blanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
With that, yeah, I forgot that who that actor was recently.
when the Crow came out, he died during the production. They put it on hold for about a year, and then they pieced it together and released it to theaters. And it came out within 6 months of there was a biopic on Bruce Lee called The Dragon.
Yeah.
Another really good movie. Jason Lee, I think, was no relation, but he played Bruce Lee. But if you watch those, watching those in that time frame in the movie The Dragon, there's a scene where Bruce Lee, I don't know if he's in a dream or in like a trance or something, but he's in this dream and he's fighting off this family curse and he's trying to protect his son. Brandon Lee's behind him and he's trying to protect his son from the family curse, and in the movie he's able to do it, but I don't know, it was just creepy at the time. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
he didn't do it, man.
I remember that movie though, watching that for sure. Alec Baldwin, thank you, Heroes Reborn. Yeah, that happened to Alec Baldwin recently too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his wasn't the blank, I don't think, was it? But,
right, that's what happened.
yeah.
That he thought he was firing a blank, but then it ended up being like a real bullet or whatever. Yeah, because wasn't Brandon Lee's like
his was
they
a blank.
thought his was a blank though. Yeah,
it was just at too close of a range, and you're still not supposed to point it actually at the person.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, because I used to do theater tech, and then we've actually used blanks and stuff like that, and they had to point it towards like basically a wall, but still like make it so it was audible enough to hear throughout the theater.
Yeah, it supposedly just destroyed that other actor, the one who killed him, basically.
Yeah,
by accident. I don't know if he ever worked again. Sad.
I may be hard to recover from like something like that.
Yeah. This is a category of magazine that's ready to go, though, man. It started to move already. The Source, hip hop in general.
Is that number one?
This is not number one. This is number 102.
Oh, okay.
We found there was a complete run of The Source, including all variants, that sold on Sotheby's auctions for $34,000.
God damn.
Like that recently. It's really hard to get the early ones. It started as a newsletter. It was just like a few pages stapled together. That first one is impossible to get. A lot of the super early ones are really hard to get. This one though, and obviously I can't open it up. This is issue 102, 1998. There's an article in here that they did called Unsigned Hype, where they would feature up and coming rappers. So this one has the unsigned hype. So
nice.
He got signed to a label. He had his, he released his own mixtape cassette, but he had not been signed by Death Row yet. So look out for those. There's a bunch though. There's some really cool Snoop covers and.
Oh no, Volsey, he threw away all of his Source magazines.
Oh, go get them. They can be, that's the awesome thing about magazines. For now, Sports Illustrated is different because there's a million out there. But for these categories, again, kind of like international comics, it's not as grade sensitive because there just aren't any out there. You could have a 6.5 of something and it could command premium money just because there's no competition. They're really hard to find, so which is nice. All right, two left. I grabbed this just because I could reach it, and just as a reminder for everyone. So CGC, if you weren't aware, they do grade concert posters. This is a concert poster for Johnny Cash. September 26, 1994. It's not a hard case, obviously. But
and that's no longer a 9.8. No, I'm just joking.
As long as you don't fold it in half, it should be good.
That'd be one big heavy plastic, right? If they
right
cost $1 million.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine them shipping that to you though too? On top of that? Like how many crack slabs would come
like you could a poster.
That's fucking badass, dude.
But yeah, I mean a lot of people have like an old concert poster rolled up in a closet somewhere. Just send it into CGC, man. You're probably going to be the only one. Either you display it yourself, or
I wonder if
a nice frame for that.
I wonder if I could submit like some of the posters from like underground shows I played. Like I still have like a lot of this. Like I used to save like every single flyer my band ever played in. Like I have posters and stuff like that as well. So I wonder if they would. Yeah. I mean, if anything, I would just like frame it or something like that, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, I got one left, and then I'll pass the baton. This one I got graded only because of these shows, and I'm going to keep it close by. Whenever we're on a panel and somebody starts complaining, oh, the new Doctor Strange isn't very good, or oh, this sucks, that new movie sucks. This is I got this graded for perspective, man. Right? Until about 1998, when X-Men started coming out, when they started making Spider-Man and stuff, we had nothing. There was nothing
Richard
out
Corbin?
there. Yeah, this was the Fantastic Four. It was a famous flop, but the Fantastic Four rights were owned by this rinky-dink little company, and they made this straight-to-video movie just to keep the rights. Like it was really bad. Look at how her 4 like gets tucked into her waistband. It is horrible.
I thought they actually never like really officially got released.
I think you can.
Oh, there's bootlegs of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I watch it. It didn't go to theaters though.
Yeah, it didn't go to theaters, and then I don't even know if it got like straight to VHS or anything like that.
Either. But like, you know what I mean?
But copies leaked out.
Like the old Affleck Daredevil was good compared to this garbage. You know, whatever. She-Hulk was pretty good. Like, we're so spoiled now. Everybody just loves complaining about stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just you can watch it on YouTube as well.
To get attention or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, compare everything to like the best superhero movie ever, they're all going to fall short. But
yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I remember saying like on a panel before that I had never really watched it. And then someone actually put it on DVD for me, and then like made a label for it for the DVD case, and like sent it to me, and I actually watch it every now and then, once in a while.
Yeah, I'm surprised it got a 9.4. I didn't think they'd get that great.
Nice.
Not that no one will ever want to buy that, but
yeah. All right, I know Joe's been waiting patiently, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him go.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I think my dog's getting into something.
Well, I picked out a few things that I like. So this one, I'm going to be sending this one off. It's pretty fucking rare. It's a Misfits homage cover of G.I. Joe. It's a retailer incentive.
That's sweet.
There's, I think, 196 on the census, and I don't think there's that many graded. I think like 4 or 5.
What issue?
What's that?
What
issue 19. Okay. Hey, Aaron, can you jump on Go Collect and see how many of this one are graded real quick? It's
I can check the CGC census.
okay. Yeah, check IDW GI Joe number 19 retailer incentive. So I don't know. I kind of hope for 9294, and I'm just being nitpicky. So what else I got here?
You said it was issue 19, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I picked this one up from my homeboy at my LCS. I had wanted one for a while. I picked up a Howard the Duck number 1 in a 9.0 white pages. You know, I wasn't about to like, you know, get a 9.8 or anything like that. I just wanted to have a high grade number 1, so I'm cool with that just to have it. You know, so he made me a pretty good deal on it. Thanks, Steve.
Joe, if that's 2010, it looks like there's only one graded.
Yeah, I think it is 2010.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
seeing.
it's 2012.
It's 2012.
Mm-hmm. If anybody in the chat knows, like, hit me up. And then this is one of my favorite covers of all time. This is when I was giving CBCS a shot. You know, they give me a 9.8. So I'll probably maybe resub it for either a CGC or a new CBCS slab. I like the new CBCS slabs. But this is one of my favorite Winter Soldier covers, Gabriel Delato.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a great cover.
Yeah. These I've had for a long time, and I've always said I'm going to crack them open and resub them. So these Gen 13, these are pretty hard to find. This is all J. Scott Campbell 9694. Of course, I'm going to crack them open and press them. So this pretty cool cover. Let's see. I picked this one up last year. Randy Macho Man Savage. It's a badass
book.
Yeah, man. So I think I picked this up from 9th. So I don't know. I picked this one up last year. This is just a beautiful Middleton cover. It's not much of a key or anything like that. It's a small key, but man, just look at that cover. It's beautiful, man.
Is that Karma?
Let me see. Shit. I can't see. I'm getting old. Do you know this character, Aaron?
I think that's Karma.
It looks like she's about to say Red Hood. I can't tell. Red Hood.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What do I have to know? Is because I'm Asian? No, shit.
Hey, don't start, Aaron. Yeah, just grab whatever. Jenny Friesen, 9.8. So, mama.
There's too many GI Joe titles to search this.
That's all right. It's a ghost, man.
Yeah, I know it's a hard to find book, and it's like a homage to the Misfits, right?
Yeah, some guy had listed one for $1,400.
Oh, that's crazy. Did it sell?
So, I don't know. I saw it listed though. So that one.
It was probably Danzig that bought it then.
Remember this one, Josh? I picked this one up from you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I won it. Mama.
Yeah, Whatnot.
Yeah. So this one is real hard to find. This is The Punisher with Tim Duncan, Heroes and Fantasies. This is a fucking badass cover, man. Like I've always wanted to get it and hope Tim Duncan does a signing and then just get it signed. Or get the actor who played the Punisher to sign it just to level it up. But
That
I
would be
found the
sick.
Misfits. There's 5 on the census.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 5 on the census.
Yep.
What are the grades?
198, a couple 96, a 94, and a 90.
Yeah, it's a tough book.
I mean, I would imagine with all the all black cover and stuff like
Oh
that.
fuck yeah! Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Watchmen is like one of my favorites. 9/8 number 1. So classic book.
Ooh, you got Stein wanting a book. He wants that Duncan.
It's a ghost, bro.
Hmm.
I got this is one of my favorites, right? So
Oh, even in the bottle.
yeah, Demon in the Bottle, Iron Man, just classic bronze cover.
Yeah.
This has been homage to death, you know.
You get that modern one with the whiskey glass next to it.
Yeah. Or the Rocket. There's that Rocket Raccoon one too, right?
Oh yeah, I've got that one. That's
Yeah.
Rocket. That's my boy.
Yeah, but you have a 9/8 of it though.
This one. This is a I think Steve Coker. What's his name? Tim Coker. Cocksucker. I don't know. But this is like super fucking scarce. Like there's probably maybe 50 out there. Like you're talking like super low print run, and then this was a 1 in 50. But I had high hopes for this book when the Morbius movie came out because it looked like, you know, they had the hoodie on Leto, and
Right.
I felt like they were like adapting a lot from this run. So, and there's a lot of cool covers. There's like a Delato cover on the first one.
So what you're telling me is that Sony tricked you.
Yeah, they tricked me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I definitely got to resub this in this ugly CBCS. I don't know what made me give them a try, but I mean I got my grade, but
Yeah, so Stein, we're doing a show called Buried Treasure. So we went through our collections to show off like 10 different items of like
10,
different.
I got 1,000.
I know, but you know, just for time constraints and stuff like that, and depending on how many people were gonna jump on, I tried to get everyone to cap out at 10. So, but yeah, we're just showing off books that we love in our collection to appreciate that as well.
Do you have this one, Stein? Like this one is sneaky good, man. Like, and it's tough in a 9/8. So you $500-600, I think. But I need to definitely get the Spider-Man label on it and all that good stuff. Maybe send it in for a Campbell signing. You know what? I think that's what I'll do with that.
You know what you should do? Just send it in with the CBCS case and get that send it in for the crossover grading.
Yeah, that I'm going to do that when Campbell's signing again. And then I picked this one out of I put this one I put my sticker as a banger. This is like a 7th print. It's hard to find, so
yeah. Every time I've seen that cover, it's either covered in water damage or like something weird, or has weird stains. Let's see. So I can say you all suck, and it'll apply to all books. Yes. And then we're telling everyone to buy all these books right away at the height of the market.
So if you guys see this one, scoop it up. It's a 2nd print. It's super fucking hard to find, and it's super hard to find in a high grade. There's not many.
So Spider-Man #1, Miles Morales.
Yeah, 2nd print, and
yeah.
it looks better with the blue banner, of course. Like most of the books that
came out during that Marvel. Yeah, that came out during that Marvel Now time period. Like I don't know, like sometimes those red labels are like super distracting from the rest of the cover, right? And then like in all those like later printings, like the different colors usually like either match better with the with whatever cover.
And then of course the Batman Purple Rain, Batgirl Purple Rain book. This is got to be one of my favorites.
You're gonna make Tony jealous. You better hide that.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, just this was I picked it right when my LCS was unboxing it. I took both of them and I ran out of there.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Blind Adam. Have a good one.
See ya.
I don't, is that what I grabbed? I thought I grabbed something else. But
Yeah. 'Cause I
also
thought you-
these couple of Gwen Stacy's. I think this one is so underrated because it's a design variant, and most of the other ones is the same cover of Spider-Verse. So I'm gonna hang on to these because I just think this one's underappreciated. And then
Hey, there you go, Liger. You got it on the board. One out of whatever, how many other items.
Mm,
and then I think I've shown you, Aaron. Like this is like when I went to the National in '92. And I
Oh,
met
nice.
Shaq, and I met King Golden, the fucking dickhead. Because I had a picture of Leitner that I got in the sign, and Leitner was posting up Shaq or trying to post him up, and I was going to get Shaq to sign it, but Ken Golden stepped in. No, he has to sign this one, and Shaq is, I'm sorry, buddy, But I told him, can you put to Joe? Because I didn't think anybody would believe me that I met Shaq,
That's awesome.
Right. And
Alright.
and still people were talking shit. They started laughing. I go, yeah, I met Shaq. I went to the National in Atlanta. Everybody just started laughing at me. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
Thank you, Stein,
Whatever.
for the $5 super chat. I just played an out-of-tune guitar for you.
I
mhm.
missed the first part of that story, Joe. Where did you meet Shaq?
In Atlanta at the National in 1992.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so-
when my uncle was.
Yeah, Nationals is like the it's the San Diego Comic-Con of card shows.
You see
Okay.
these, Tony?
Beautiful. I got one.
Mama. And then
I
of
bet
course
Shaq-
you guys know that I collect the Marvel multi-mags, and I've got a fuckload of them. Like
Yeah.
the five, even the 5 comic specials, and they're pretty tough, especially the 5-pack ones. So
Yeah.
and like GI Joes, this one is number 59 and 60. I think one of them's the McFarlane in there.
Oh, really? The
Yeah.
G.I. Joe special? I almost
Yeah.
showed that as like one of my books that I enjoy having in my collection.
And just and then like this one has a Star Wars 88, and this one has another GI Joe. No, this one is Spectacular Spider-Man number 95, Black Suit Spidey, and more GI Joes.
Did you already show off the item that you were waiting for Josh to jump on?
Oh, it was the GI Joe Misfits one. I wanted to show him that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course New Mutants, and
Oh, is that the first appearance of why am I blanking today?
is Sienkiewicz. And then I
Uh,
got it also has a Normie, first appearance of Normie.
Isn't that the first appearance of Legion for the New Mutants?
Yeah. First Legion, I think. Yeah, number 26. Might have been
Yeah.
25, I can't remember.
Well, everyone says 25 is a cameo, and 26 is the first full.
Yeah, this is Conan, and
Yeah.
yeah, and then I think I told you I picked this one up, Secret Wars 2. And then of course I've got a shitload of Secret Wars number 1s.
Nice.
Yeah. And then of course I got a bunch of these issue 2, and then 26 and 27.
Oh, 26 and 27 is a good one because that's the
Origin.
origin of Snake Eyes.
Another one. Yeah.
And then
Still got
And then-
another rack.
and 2 popped up in price too as well at one point in time.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm
I mean,
still
'cause
searching for that ever elusive Marvel multi-mag spinner rack. So
All right. Next up, we have International Comics. And then, if you could only show books that are only in English, please, we would
Oh,
gladly
yeah,
appreciate
There's 0 of those. So You tuned into the wrong show. I actually didn't even bring all books. So the first thing I want to show off is this. So this was Dragon Ball Shenlong no Nazo for Japan. This came out on the Famicom system in 1986. It's actually complete in box, which is pretty dope. But I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. That's what I grew up with, anime wise. This game did come out in the US. It was called Dragon Power, but it had like everything Dragon Ball cut from it. Like they re-stylized everything and got rid of everything. So it was kind of weird, but that is the first item. The second item, I'll do this because it's big and then I can get rid of it. So this is an original Akira poster from Japan.
Wow.
I remember when you picked that up. You were so excited. Like,
yeah.
That's really
I'm
cool.
super excited to own this. The only thing I did was I put it in a new frame. I haven't even hung it yet. It's just been sitting. But big Akira fan. Shout out to my dude. I had to pick that up, and that's something that I'll definitely keep forever.
You should hang it up, bro.
I
thank
will
you, Scott.
eventually.
Yeah. So I didn't want to do a normal pickup show where we, show off stuff that we normally pick up or picked up recently. I just wanted to do something like, reflect on like, just appreciate the things you have in your collection too, right? So.
This is Captain Mar. This is a comic book from Indonesia. But if there's any Daredevil fans out there, you will recognize this is a Daredevil 40 cover from 1968. This came out in 1972. Captain Mar was kind of like an Indonesian Batman. So I picked this up just because it's not often that you see like a cover like this. Like Indonesian artists did like the cover, the interior work, all that, and I thought it was cool that it was a Daredevil 40 swipe homage, whatever.
I'm Captain Mar.
Precursor, what influence to the Daredevil book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a pulp. This is Marvel Science Stories number 4 from 1939. This was like,
it's in good condition.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Like, I mean, it's low grade, but it's not terrible. So this was like the people that used Marvel before Marvel used Marvel.
Mhm.
So Marvel Science Stories 4, 1939. It's a cool like sci-fi cover with a naked chick in a tube. Yeah.
Man, precursor to the Fifth Element here.
Yeah. So this is like an inside joke between me and if anyone knows who Gamma Base Auctions is, but years ago they put up this Gene Autry cover where he's eating watermelon, and I thought it was the funniest thing that I had ever seen in the entire world. So I was like, there has to be some foreigns of this. So this is from Mexico. So there was a Mexican edition of this book with him eating some watermelon. And then this is the Brazilian one.
That's almost a negative space cover.
Yeah. So yeah,
Right?
I don't know why I love this cover so much, but I seriously, when I saw it years ago, I thought it was the funniest thing ever because he's just eating watermelon. So,
well, I mean, because everyone knows about the wood holding cover.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
how many people talk about the watermelon holding cover?
Yeah. I mean, if it was like a sexual innuendo thing, it would probably take off, but it's not. But I thought it was funny. This. What year is this from? Okay, so
I'm sure you could turn it into an innuendo though. Like, oh man, did you eat that girl's watermelon?
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah.
Fantasia Mysterio y Realidad. This is from Mexico. This is like a big magazine size.
Dude, that's badass.
It was actually like a photo comic on the interior, but this is issue 1 from 1953. And I have a thing for scarecrows. I don't know why. Like, Scarecrow's my favorite Batman villain, but This is super dope, and this is the only copy I've ever seen. So super, 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 super rare. Like I remember talking to some of the top collectors in Mexico, and they'd never seen that.
Yeah.
Um,
That is not in English.
yeah, I know. I can't read it.
I mean, we should probably take it easy, but at the same time, it's always fun to poke fun, right?
No, yeah, of course. So this is Marine 320 from Brazil. This is from 1940. This was the second cover appearance of Hawkman in Brazil. So that is Hawkman.
It's cool art.
Yeah. So
And I'm guessing, and no rusted stables, because I know that's a big thing in Brazil.
No, I actually think the staples were removed on this one, so
Okay.
it has no rusty staples. But yeah, another super tough book that will probably stay with me forever and ever and ever. I'm a sucker for sci-fi fishbowl helmet covers, and this was by Jaime Cortez. I talk about Jaime Cortez a lot, so this was one of his beautiful sci-fi covers.
That's beautiful.
And then I think this is the last one, so I had to pull this out because this is like the Mac Daddy of Jaime Cortez stuff. So this is Otero Negro number 27 from 1953. It's a Jaime Cortez cover, which is just crazy because he's this like monster dude is chopping this chick's head off. Also predates Crime Suspense Stories 22. So, yeah, beautiful book. Only copy I've ever seen. Probably never going to sell it. I've had some offers on this, and it's still here. So,
Ooh,
damn.
This is a good suggestion for a future showcase. The oddest stuff.
That's like everything in my collection.
In your collection. I originally read it as oldest, and I was like, kind of like, I was like, when I was gonna ask, like, do you mean like some of the first things we've ever collected, or like some of like oldest in age of production? But oddest is even better. So
yeah, I got a lot of odd stuff.
yeah, I'd have to really think. I have a Buddy Christ. Does that count? My dog got it, so yeah.
So random, man. I got a Buddy Christ.
That's an odd item, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
That is
think
odd.
like I look around. I mean, I've got like the first USFL championship ticket.
Cool.
1983. So the Michigan Panthers against the Philadelphia Stars. Panthers won by 2. So, but the interesting thing is that the NFL has adapted a lot of what was thought of at the time ridiculous rules. So the instant replay, the going for 2, the mic'd up, all the mic'd up helmets they have, and yeah, so it was an important league, and Donald Trump ruined it. So
yeah, I'm trying to think of what other odd items I have in my collection. I'm sure there's more. I just have to dig around and find it. Like I have a bunch of random stuff that's like kind of like
yeah, I think we all do.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll just pull my camera off here and take you around.
Like do a MTV Cribs. Yo, this is
Yeah.
my collection.
Welcome to my room that I can't move around in.
Somewhere I've got a stack of America Online free hour CDs.
I used to have a milk crate full of those as well.
Because they license some. So some are like Batman, or I have one from with Harry Potter from the UK. So it's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, what I used to do was in one of my old houses that I lived at, I used to take the CDs and I used to glue them on the wall, and I was gonna make like a whole wall of CDs mirror.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I stopped after doing like two or three rows because I was like kind of like, this is too much work. So...
What else? What else? What else?
We do have your giveaway,
Oh,
Joe.
Oh, I
if
was
you
just
wanted-
playing.
Oh, you're not gonna give that away now? You're
Of
just
course
gonna
I
tease
am. Come on, man.
what are we giving away?
I'm giving
snake
away
eye,
I'm giving away the Watchmen Noir.
And then I will do a giveaway next week when our show returns to normal. For people catching this for people catching next week's episode on the rewind, and I'll tease it in just a second before we leave. Giveaway tool. Share the screen. All right, Joe. Show off what you're giving away. So
Oh,
Watchmen
nice.
Noir.
It's Watchmen Noir, and it's just the Watchmen story in black and white, but it's trippy because it is you're all like, oh.
It's those noir graphic novels. I think those are really cool.
Yeah,
they're really cool. Yeah, that they did that, and it's like looking at the interior inks, right?
Yeah, I mean
And
that's all. Yeah,
and then all you had to do was just participate in the chat, and you were entered. So that's how.
Yeah, and hit me up on IG with your address, and I'll get it shipped out to you, whoever wins.
And then if you are international shipping, we got you covered. I will send Joe the international difference price. So don't worry about that if you're international. So thank you for all the super chats, and that's what we do with our super chats. All right. So give
spin it, baby. Let's
spin
go.
It. All right. Yep. We're seeing Bullseye Comics saying let's go also.
Good
Good
luck,
everyone. Lenny Cerna.
All right, Lenny. I got you, bro. Hit me up on IG at Red Hood Comic. And I might throw a couple of little goodies in extra. But don't tell anybody.
Joe always does. But yeah. So, but when you do receive it, please just tag Nearing Nerdvana, Joe, and yeah. So congrats, Lenny.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
Yeah, hit me up tonight, and I'll get it shipped out by Saturday. Or no, what's today? Today's Thursday. Yeah, I'll get it shipped out Saturday, bro.
Yeah, and then also don't forget that Tuesday's a holiday. So
yeah, that's why.
Okay.
Anyways, bro. I get it to you super fast.
Yeah, and then so I'll go ahead and tease what we will give away next week. So let me go grab that real quick.
Hey, you see what this book is going for, bro? I paid like $25. Shout out Kalen's Comics last year, bro, for this.
You bought it raw?
Nah, I got dude, Kalen, all he does is sell slabs. So nobody bid on it, and I just like.
All right, so next week's giveaway will be this beautiful set of Void Rivals.
Ooh,
from Maria Wolf. This was courtesy of Big Clutch. So he had sent me this when he told me he was going to send this awesome Big Clutch refractor.
Hey, I got a card coming too, bro.
You got a card coming too? Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah, like he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to send you a refractor one now. I was like, sweet, because then he sent a normal one in as well. So yeah,
he's sending me a glow in the dark, bro.
He's sending you a glow in the dark. Now I'm jealous. But yeah, so we'll give away the Void Rival set next week. Yes. So, and I believe this is the lowest printed run.
Oh, okay.
Book. Yeah. So I think the version is limited to what 500, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so we'll give away that next week. So not during the live show, but for everyone that catches the show on the rewind, just comment on next week's show. So, and what's my dog getting to? All right. I guess if there are any more questions from the audience, let us know. Oh yeah, did you answer this one, Josh? So, did you submit the Spanish ASM 300 to CGC as a magazine or regular?
So I just submitted it to as a regular, and it came back in a regular slab. So it's bigger, but
it fit.
I mean, it barely fits side to side, but top to bottom it fits.
Okay.
So you can submit it as a regular one.
And that looks fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, man, it only sucks because, like, I'm not able to read it, dude. You know what I mean? Because it's in a different language.
It's Spider-Man right
yeah,
there.
But the thing about it, the inside the guts, like, I can't understand it because I've never read an Amazing Spider-Man 300.
Not once, never,
never, man.
But anyways, yeah.
What a shame. You got ripped off, man. Can you believe all the backlash? We got a lot of backlash, Aaron, because like everybody felt like we were picking on him. I'm picking on Reggie.
I'm pretty sure we pick on everyone, but so I mean,
we pick on each other.
Yeah, that's very true. So
Reggie kind of brings it on himself, man.
Yeah, man. Like, sorry, bro. Like, for you not to consider the international books are a thing. Like,
he was open to hear ideas or whatever, but I mean, I've heard that this was an ongoing conversation for like
CGC
years.
just basically changed a lot of their business model to tailor to upcoming and like pulps. Josh showed a pulp.
Well, I know. Yeah. Well, I remember when they made the announcement that they were changing the label for International Comics, right? That they were labeling it like what cover it modeled after first, and then they put the title, and then like kind of like put like more descriptive information into it, probably because there's more information out there.
They should have a flag of whatever like on the label, the flag of whatever country.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's like an add-on.
Yeah, that was something I think Josh asked Matt when he was on.
Mm-hmm. People would totally pay for that too. I would pay for it.
Volsey's saying he just needs new things to talk about. Yeah. Josh is smelling his armpits.
Am I? Smells fresh, man.
I don't want to smell mine because I know I need a shower. So
even the dog, woof.
The dog even agrees.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. See, he's agreeing with y'all. All right. We want to thank again our sponsors. So make sure you check out tomorrow's show because Matt DeVoe from Cover Price is going to join Nearing Nerdvana for an awesome giveaway show, is what I hear. I don't know too much more information, so
giveaway,
or maybe I do, but you'll have to tune in tomorrow to find out. So make sure you're liking and subscribing, and then you can use the code Nirvana14 to get a trial membership to Cover Price for a for 99 cents. You get a 1 month unlimited membership, or was it the highest tier membership for 99 cents for a month. And then you can use the code Nirvana over at Bird City Comics. And then I'm about to go check to see if there's that Android app yet.
That's awesome.
We give everybody cheat codes, man.
Yeah.
That's how
you got to check out any show that Matt DeVoe's on, just because he's more connected to the Hollywood side of things than anybody we know. So
yeah, he is a wealth of knowledge and a good friend of speculators. May or may not be. But anyways, we'll be back with our regular scheduled program. And then I know Longshort wants to jump in on one of these shows where we, dig through our collection again. So we'll probably do this kind of theme show again of buried treasures, of we'll take in the considerations of stuff of oddities and like oldest stuff in our collection.
Yeah, I think I'll do more oddities next time. I'll pull some Star Wars and
Yeah, I just pulled out a bunch of bangers I was proud of having in my collection. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
you could do like a deal or no deal odd book version or something.
Yeah,
like that.
because I know Tony, like he didn't even show Heat. Like Tony's got magazines that would just fucking blow your mind, So I was
Yeah,
just
where's
like,
that Sports Illustrated 1? No, I was just joking. But anyways, yeah, we'll catch you next week. So y'all have a fun and safe 4th of July. And then,
I love everybody.
Good to see you guys.
All right.
Love y'all.
Peace.
Take it easy.